Last night's my horror night.
Welcome to the Last Video Store. I'm your host, Bud Haddonfield, and today do I have a special episode for you. When I get bored, I like to go and look for other people's videos and other people's lists just to go through some lesser known or underrated movies that not a lot of people talk about. And I'm not throwing shade, just some of the videos, they talk about the same movies over and over again. And if you're a casual horror fan, you're just getting into it, those lists are absolutely perfect for you. I really thought hard and I wanted to come up with 10 really lesser known horror movies. And hey, all my fans out there or all my viewers, you might have seen or heard of all these movies. Like I said, I'm not taking away from nobody else's list. I wanted to challenge myself. So 10 movies. I'm going to start off with one that's not probably the most well-known one out of all of them, but I'm not going to give too much about them. If you haven't seen this movie, I want you to go and find them and try to experience them for yourselves. So, like I said, the most talked about movies so far that's on this list is going to be Cronus, early 90s, directed by Guillermo del Toro. It's a Spanish vampire movie. It's absolutely amazing. It's fun and it's unique. And by the way, all these movies are 90s vampire movies, lesser known 90s vampire movies. The next one is going to be The Addiction. This one has what's Lily's last name? Lily Taylor, directed by Abel Ferreira. I think he's the guy that did The Driller Killer from the 70s. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong about that. But Lily Taylor, she's this college student just walking home. It's a black and white movie. She gets accosted. She gets bitten, and she's a vampire. She has the addiction, and of course, it has something to do with a symbolism of drugs. Symbolism. We also get Christopher Walken. I think he's one of the main bad vampires. It's been so long since I've seen this movie. Arrow just put out, I say, within the last couple months. 4K Blu-ray of it. So fun times. Night Owl. This one's really cool. It has the Pest in it. What's his damn name? He was Luigi. I don't know why I can't think of his name. Every time I do these shows, I always blank out. And as soon as I press pause, I'm like, oh, it's fucking John Leguizamo. John Leguizamo. This is a fun little, also, I believe it's black and white, and it's another Puerto Rican type Venezuelan vampire movie. This one's also a lot of fun. Early 90s. Check this one out. Vinegar Syndrome put this one out, so it's still available. The next one has Viggo Mortensen, and it's The Reflecting Skin. It's about this boy. He's kind of a little shithead, and there's this lady in town, and he pulls a prank on her. Finds out that she's a vampire, and his brother, played by Viggo Mortensen, comes back to town, I think maybe from the military, and falls in love with the so-say vampire. So Reflecting Skin, you can find this one on streaming. They put it out in some of the little $5 packs you used to be able to find at Walmart back in the day. But you can catch this one on streaming on Amazon Prime and whatnot. Another one is Immortality. I believe this is from the 90s, if it's from 2000. Yes, I'm past a year on it. Jude Law, Timothy Spall. This one's a very unique vampire movie. This one was also in the same $5 pack as Reflecting Skin. This one has, I think it's also titled The Wisdom of Crocodiles, but check this one out. The next one is going to be an even lesser known one. I believe this one is black and white as well, and it is Naja, which is, I believe, a loose remake of Dracula's Daughter that Abigail was as well. We have David Lynch in this movie, and we also have Easy Rider, Peter Fonda. Peter Fonda's in this movie, so good little movie. This one's a little bit harder to track it down, but you can find it on streaming and whatnot. So this one's a lot of fun. This was probably one of my favorite, because my absolute favorites is coming up very time soon. But Innocent Blood, this was a John Landis movie. It has a lot of cameos by famous horror directors. I believe we have, like I said, I blank every time I want to talk about these goddamn movies. Can't believe I'm doing this. But Sam Raimi's in it. We get some of the guys who was in The Sopranos. And Dario Argento, that's the guy who I'm thinking of. You see, I'm blanking, and it's insane. But this is a mob movie. You have I guess a FBI agent. He's played by Anthony Paglia, who was in all kinds of 90s movies, whether it was Empire Records or So I Married an Ex-Murder. He was Mike Myers' best friend's character in there. So he's infiltrating the mob. They have some kind of killing, but there's also a naked French female vampire that's going around killing mobsters because she only likes to feed on bad guys. But something happens, and the mob survives the vampirism, and now there's a whole war between police, Anthony LaPaglia's character, the female who's there together at this point, and a whole bunch of vampire mafiosos. Crazy. All right, so this one's probably the most lowest budget movie on this list, and it's going to be Vampire Cop. I have been looking to snag a copy of this one for years. I was actually able to. It's a low budget mess. It is what it is, but you can find it streaming on Amazon Prime, I believe, if not YouTube. But this one's fun. It's cheesy. It's dumb, but it's a good time. It's Vampire Cop. So my favorite movie on the list is going to be Blood and Donuts. I talk about this one all the time. Vampire, he was hibernating since the 60s. He woke up in the 90s. Pretty much the place he used to hang out with is now an all-night donut shop. We get Cronenberg, David Cronenberg as a mob boss. It's very similar to some of these other movies. I believe this was 1994, 1995-ish, but very fun movie. The only way you can find it streaming is on YouTube, but you can still find a good DVD copy of it on eBay. So the last movie on the list is going to be another cheaply made but fun City of Vampires. I think this dude is traveling and his girlfriend gets kidnapped by some vampires, so he goes to wreak revenge. It's cheesy, it's fun, it's very enjoyable. This one is also streaming on Amazon Prime and YouTube. So, all right. So, thanks for tuning in. That was my list of 10 lesser known vampire movies from the 90s, early 2000s, just with the one goddamn movie. So I've always been a fan of vampire movies, and I always like finding movies that I've never seen or heard of. It's always a treat that I get to re-experience these movies for the first time, or experience for the first time. So with that, I hope y'all find some movies y'all could watch coming for the next New Year's, because that's going to be here. 2026 is going to be a good year for the House of Haddonfield. I'm really speaking with a list today, so I need to calm down with that. But thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Michael Myers are the heroes on my past. Now the media is dying. Chucky and the zombies all up in cemetery. So bring me back those. I wanna come back to those times when all movies were so scary.